for task flows, we will see uh, the overview of it, then key concept, that is what is task flow, task type, and connectors, then how we can set up a task flow, and how to work with task flows. So basically, recently, Microsoft Fabric has introduced this new feature of task flow, and task flow is a workspace feature, so it can be only available within your workspace, and it is in Microsoft Fabric, designed to help you visualize and manage the flow of work within your workspace, and it provides a clear visual representation of how items are related and work together. So basically, what the thing we are doing with folders, like as Anis has suggested, that we have created bronze, silver, and gold notebooks, different notebooks for different schemas. So in that case, we can create task flow, which will visually represent and that what is the flow of your project. And we also create architecture diagram or data flow diagram for clients, so it can be directly represented within the workspace itself. And by using task flow, you can easily navigate through your workspace, understand the relationship between different tasks, and ensure that your team's work is standardized and synchronized. So the main focus of them is uh, to introduce this feature is like they want to make things visually clear, that what is the flow of your project, and the developers can easily navigate to the items in their workspace, because as after the introduction of Microsoft Fabric, there are a lot of workloads available within a single workspace. Like you can create deployment pipe, data pipeline, data flow, notebooks, environment, then lakehouse, warehouse. But let's suppose if I am a Power BI developer, so my main focus will be only on the Power BI reports. I don't have to do anything with data pipeline or data flows from which where data is we are importing the data. So to find the Power BI report, I have to go through all the list of all the items within our workspace. So using task flow, we can simplify it. We will see it practically further. Next, there are some benefits of using task flow. So as discussed, it improve the navigation. So workspace become more complex, and task flow help you to navigate and understand the structure of your workspace with ease. Then it will be help in enhanced collaboration by visualizing the workflow. So it becomes easier to keep your team's design and development effort in sync. And then there are benefits of standardization and customizations. So we will see the task flow in Power BI services itself. So whenever you create a new workspace, you will get this interface. And basically, we have two views in a workspace. First is list view, and second is lineage view. So when you add items in your workspace, it will show as a list within the workspace. And then second one is lineage view. And for task flow, you have to come to this list view, and you will get this slide option to open the task flow, or you can simply click on this icon to open the task flow bar. So you can click on it and this will open, and you can resize it according to your need. So we will start with this. So now the workspace is divided into two parts. First is this task flow pane, and second is the list pane, where all our items will be available. And that task flow pane is itself divided into two parts. So first one is the left part, in which we will create our task flow, and second part is this, where we will describe the task flow. So we can also rename it. So before starting, uh, there are two ways in which we can create task flow. First one is you can create a custom task flow according to your need, or one is you can also you can select from a predefined list of task flow. So for that, you have to simply click on the select a task flow button, and this new pane will get opened on it. And from Microsoft side, there are already 7 or 8 task flow which are pre defined. So they are already available in it, and you can click on them and explore what they contain. Like it depends on your project need, what you need in your project. If you are working on a basic data analytics project, then you can select this, and this contain 3 tasks, and basically the required workloads will be data factory, data warehouse, and Power BI. So mainly data factory will be used for importing the data, then data warehouse for storage purpose, and Power BI for reporting purpose. So these are the workloads, and these are the items which we can create. In the similar way, you can explore the other defined task flows. This is data analytics using a SQL analytics at endpoint, then Medallion, as Anis has told about the bronze, silver, and gold. So this is also already available. Then we have sensitive data inside, which contain 9 tasks and basic machine learning models. So for this way, you can create a pre pre-created task flow. And if you want to create a custom task flow, then you can simply click on this add a task button, and then you can add task according to your need. Like for general purpose, you can add this general, and for get items you want to specify in get data, you can click on get data, store, then there is store data, prepare data, analyze and train data, and track and visualize data. So these are the item types which are available. So we will start with the basic data analytics task flow. So you can simply click on it, and then you have to click on this select button. And this is the what Microsoft is calling as task flow. So it has divided it into 3 parts. First, this whole diagram is called as task flow, and these tiles are called as task. And the get data, store data, visualize data, which you can see on screen, these are known as item type. So for a basic data analytics, you can see the name is appeared here, then a description, and then it will contain the list of the task type which are included in your task flow. And you can also edit this. You can rename the task flow accordingly. Then you can add a meaningful description for it, and then you can delete directly from here if any item is not needed. And then we will come to the tiles. So if you are starting with a workspace, so initially you can create this flow, and then you can add new items. So whatever item you will uh, create, first you will get the suggestion that what are the items which will come under collect data. So you can click on it and create a new item, and it will be the part of this tile. And if you want to assign existing item, so you can click on this icon, and then you will get the list of all the items available within your workspace. So we'll move to a workspace which contains some items. So here is a fabric trial workspace. So I've created this basic data analytics task flow. So for collect data, I have added some items, and to add already existing item, you can click on this, and then from this list, you can select whatever you want to add. Then similarly for the others. So this is the way how you can add items in your tiles. Then you can also modify this any particular tile. So what you have to do is simply you have to click on it, and then again edit button you will get. So you can rename that store in place of store data, you can name it something else. Then you can also change the type of the task which it stores. So you can customize according to your need. So these are the ways how you can work with a predetermined task flow. And if you are adding by your own, then you can select from this list, and then at last you also get the option for connector. So connector is basically show the flow of your task. So it is not something like first this will execute, then this will execute. It's not like that. It just shows the flow of your project. So you can also modify it. You can click on it. If you want to delete any connector, then you can click on this delete option. Then we have the start tasks from where it can start the connector, and end task at the second flow. And you can also swap this the direction of your connector. So these are the options for connector. And then one thing you will notice is they have created the main purpose of this is to navigate easily to items. So now again we will back to the topic, like I am a Power BI developer and I want to see only the items which are relatable to me. Let's suppose I work only for visualization purpose. So now I don't want to see all these data flows and demo lakehouse. If I have to find my report, then I have to go through all this earlier. But now what we can do is I will simply click on this to create visualization, and all the items in this category will get filtered, and you will only see the items within this task. So you can see the task is specified here, and I am able only to see these styles. See these items which are related to this task type. So image style report and semantic model. Similarly, if we click on store data, so I've added these items in store data, so you are only able to see that. Rest all will get filtered out. And then same for collect data. So in this way, we have various options for it. So these are the ways you can work with task flow.